Hey guys, it's me, EODGamer here, and today we are back with another break effect guide video. You guys really loved the one that we did previously on ice characters, and today the second most requested one by you guys is actually imaginary characters, and we're going to exactly test how much break effect actually delays the enemy by, and even does it reduce the speed by how much. We're going to have like 155%, and we're going to remove as much gear as we can, keeping his speed constant because you don't want to manipulate any turn order, and we're going to test and see the difference as well. For those of you who don't know, break effect, basically the more of it you have, you basically enhance certain weakness breaking. For those of you who want to know all the different effects, you can just click on this icon here. You can read on all these like on your own time. We're going to simply be testing it on this golden calcs because this guy is imaginary weakness. Hopefully I get some of it. Let's see my luck. Okay, so this is actually going to be my test subject for today. I'm just going to smack it real quick. I want to actually delay him as much as I can. So you can see here, both of them are 21. We're going to rely on this a lot to see exactly what is the difference between two of them. So let's go ahead, smack this guy first. He gets a bit of shield up. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use his ultimate ability to break. Notice that of course Lortar doesn't have any slowing in his skill. He just removes that buffs and breaks the unit straight away. It doesn't matter whether he breaks with his auto attack or his ultimate, it's more or less the same thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and queue this up and break the unit right real quick. So now we can see he has 159 turns. So let's take off all the gear and see exactly what happens then. Same thing, I'm just going to smack it and I'm just going to out straight away, not going to waste any time. So 114, that is quite a big difference as well. So after looking at the two side by side, what do I think of the comparison? Is it actually worth it to build break effect on imaginary characters? From what we saw, actually 156 and 110, we managed to squeeze in one entire attack thereafter onto the enemy unit with about 150% break effect versus like 0%. So that is quite significant. You get one full turn rotation as well, which also means that you take less damage because the enemies are acting less often, especially if there's a lot of imaginary weakness enemies. You're actually slowing back the enemies quite a lot. But the one biggest thing that I want to actually look at now is how much does that stack with a character that is able to speed down enemies like Dan Heng. Because if we are running imaginary, likely maybe you are playing well or maybe you have other speed down units in your team. I want to know exactly how this actually affects the enemy unit. So I'm going to just put Dan Heng in the team. We're going to test it out. The exact same build with Dan Heng in with a slow in build, and we're going to put back the break effect gear and check out exactly what is the difference too. Okay, so now I'm going to press this to get it imaginary broken. And immediately I'm going to use Dan Heng to slow him down thereafter. Slowing him. So you can see he's very slow now, 221 slow in total just from Dan Heng's slow. So what do I think after like pairing him with Dan Heng and adding a bit of slow? I do think it actually makes quite a big difference, as we saw that slow was like 221, and one important thing to note is that of course Dan Heng's slow came in a little bit later after the unit got slowed. If we have a character, for example like Welt, who is able to like slow the enemies and imaginary break at the same time, the slow will be even more like tremendous, which might even see like 300 numbers on a high break effect build as well. This is of course compounded with, for example, characters that can speed up, like for example Asta can speed up, and I want to just test her out real quick now to see exactly what is the difference. And of course I'm going to add in a little bit more fun. I'll also be adding freeze into this, so I'm trying to like proc like some kind of perma freeze build and see exactly how slow the enemies can be. So just give me a sec, let me just equip my characters and I'll get back into the testing video. Okay, so same thing, just smacking this guy. I want to hit him once. This one too. So we'll let all of them go first, all the way until it's Gapat's turn. Okay, so now I'm going to go and press this. Just for consistency, you see, because I don't want it to be like in any other turn and I mess it up. So at least we know exactly whose turn it is. I'm going to go ahead and freeze this unit. So now I'm going to use Dan Heng. Thankfully he didn't kill him. So let's just look at the debuffs available on this unit. So he has Imprisonment, Frozen, Speed down currently. And you can see his speed after them taking their turns, and it's now Lortar's turn. He has 219 amount of slow with the imaginary debuff. And of course this is based off of 155% break effect Luota. So this is like a full speed down comp, and I'm gonna go ahead at this instance to press Esta's ulti to give a speed buff to the entire team. My Esta's ultimate here gives 44 speed, and most of them currently, as you can see, Luota has about 126, Esta here is like 116 and stuff like that. Danheng's probably my fastest character now at like 160 plus, so it's very easy for us to see like the different speed of the characters and how fast they act. You can always just slow down the video if we need to. I'm gonna go ahead and press speed up.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I've been waiting for you to be the one that starts saying the truth, 'cause we play these games.
Now let's go and take off Luota's gear and see the exact same rotation too. Okay, so same thing, exact same rotation that we're gonna be doing. And as you can see, Luota has the exact same speed, 126 as well. And this is the 0 break effect build. So we'll use the ult on Gepard's turn just to keep it like consistent. Okay, now we're gonna press this. And he's here. Okay, now is Luota's turn, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and press Esta's ult. And we can see the difference, 150, yeah, I think it was like previously 200 plus. Let's go ahead and smack this guy to see how many turns we can squeeze in. I think just now we almost like took him down, so the HP bar is actually like a pretty good gauge of how much damage we are doing as well. So I think we still squeezed in like a full rotation even though with this full comp. So from what I've seen so far, it seems like just by increasing 150%, maybe you squeeze in an additional turn. I guess it's up to us to decide whether that 150% break effect is very worth it. But now the last thing I want to actually test is I want to take Luota up to level 80 from level 71. We are going to be testing a 0 break effect build and taking it up to like 80. Since now it's fresh in our mind like how many turns it takes, this number is in order. So I'm going to hit and take this team comp. I'm going to just level him up. Let me just do it now while we speak as well, so that we can also see the different comparison. I want to know exactly how much leveling actually matters to this character. It's a lot of resources, so like and subscribe if you appreciate me spending resources. I normally don't take my characters up to 80 unless it's like for a video or maybe some other content that I'm making. So do like and subscribe if you appreciate the content so far. So let's go ahead. Now we are going back in with the exact same build, finding a same monster lineup.
I know I can be unkind, but you're not always understanding. I like to take my time, but time is what you're always chasing. I know I like to hide, but you're not always keen on seeking. You said you're up for the fight, but I would rather keep on pretending. I feel the divide between you and I, like the distance between the dark and light. But just as the dawn.
Okay, so basically from what we see here, leveling actually doesn't really make a significant difference. That 150 or maybe like 71 to 80, that 150% break effect really does seem very interesting to look at. Of course, we can rewind the video and take a look. I've already talked about it in the past, but if you found this video helpful, I will definitely be doing more of such guides in the future. Let me know which other element you're interested in. Check out the ice one, for example, that we did on Gepard as well, to test what is the effect of a freeze for ice in break effect terms. And thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.